Bogard scot-free in every sense of the word. I keep my hands clean, sanitized. I've been analyzing streets, found a way. Now I try to find his feet. Moutier, the lifestyle blinding me. Gotta be an angle here. It's all geometry. It was all a dream. Like the late great notorious, the road less traveled, the road less glorious.
The abyss of these bubblegate bitches. Still I rise in the midst of demons, blocking views and pictures. On the slide of future menus, looks bright on the new venues. Press it on wax, watch the saga continue. Lessons, the fact, it's all something we've been through. But when pain's no longer holding pain, that's just something I don't do. Ventilation's a healthy process to a regimen focused with lit views. Don't fall for traps, don't be confused, don't let them get you.
What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome in. Welcome in. So today it's Friday, the end of the week. Yes. So happy. Basketball. Let's talk sports. Yes. So we got a little SuperDraft Pro full slate tonight with the NBA. And then we're also, pretty much can roll into just, the cash, the paid side as well. So that's the best part about this. What's up, David, man? What's up, brother? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, shit. Ronald in the out. Yep. Giddy's out. Giddy is out. And what are your thoughts on that, brother?
Doesn't really matter. So obviously, if you're somebody that has the elite package and you get the Pro Picks had Giddy in like all their lineups. They had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It was weird. It just if you look at the Pro Picks, just don't look at them today because they had like two or three of them had like Giddy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Trey Mann all, and they're the same thing. I'm like, they're all on the same team. This is not going to work. And they overprojected Giddy anyways, but that's a whole other story for a different day. Don't play Josh Giddy tonight. Trey Mann's probably going to start in his place. I would not be surprised if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does end up sitting out on the back-to-back, especially since he was coming back from an injury.
That's what's up. See, that's what we got the inside man here. All the good intel coming from this channel right here.
Yeah.
What's up, Ronald? What's up, man? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here like always. Appreciate y'all.
Until that happens.
I had a couple of lineups last night, but I think, it was a weird, really night coming back, in sports. Yeah. In basketball, like them coming back, there was some weird shit that happened. Yeah. It was definitely different than I thought was going to happen. Tonight's going to be a little bit easy. I feel like it's going to be a lot better tonight, especially with the fact that we got a bigger slate to play.
So, yeah, it's a little bit bigger slate. I don't think it's like overly like super better than last night's slate. There's a couple more options. Last night was actually pretty good for the most part, kind of like what I had in there, besides obviously Saddiq Bey pulling a Saddiq Bey on us. I told you, every time you think you can trust the dude, he probably would have been better off without an all-star break because he was actually starting to shoot well again, and he should have just kept on playing apparently because that's let's see, got another comment up in here too. So we got Globro Trey and beating Harden equals I'm scared. So yeah, if you're a Timberwolves fan, you should be very scared tonight.
Yeah, I'm a Timberwolves fan. I'm scared.
I'll just say this:
they don't play any defense. No defense.
No, not at all. And then James Harden is the only player to twice in his team's debut on his brand new team go for 30 points and 10 assists. So we'll see if he can do that again tonight. That would make 3 times. Nobody else has ever done it more than once besides him. And the other two, the other ones that did it once was Sam Cassell and Isaiah Thomas. So.
Ronald's probably laughing at me being scared. I like the Timbs, man. I like the Timberwolves, but they show out. But a lot of times they just get shut out.
Hey,
it's a Minnesota thing, dude. We have teams that look so good on paper, but they just let us down.
Well, Anthony Edwards is 1 for his last 19 shooting in the past 2 games. So just don't let him shoot. Just tell him not to shoot tonight. Just be a distraction. Like just go and hide in the corner, run around, do some stuff. Like just don't touch. When you get the ball, pass it to somebody. He doesn't like to do that anyways, but that's a whole other story.
And Glow Boy Troy, I don't think you've been here before. Have you seen him around here before?
I have not.
So what's up, man? Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. This is a dope channel. We're trying to build something great here, and yeah, I appreciate you being here, man. We're doing some good things here.
Yeah.
We've been doing. David's been winning a lot of money with us, so
yep.
we've been
And
too. We've been doing some well.
if I just
Golf
wouldn't
is
have had
looking.
Zeke Bay in the one lineup last night.
Well, golf. How's golf? Golf's looking pretty good. Ronald and I think let's see.
Decent.
Or no, I'm sorry, not Ronald and I. David and I. He did the same $5 lineup. We're in the same contest for the $5 lineup, and earlier we were in second.
Yep. Well, you said that's the one you had Berger and Chris Kirk in, right? Too.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and my two long shots to win this week were Chris Kirk and Mark Hubbard, and they're in second and third place right now. Unfortunately, Mark Hubbard was at 1.3. I had him in my lineup till like the night before, and I pulled him out right before I went to bed, and I'm regretting it ever since. So it's kind of what happens sometimes. But he shot 600 today. Very good round for him overall. We'll try to get into some basketball though for talking back as far as last night goes. In terms of the studs, we have Devin Booker, who I said was going to go up over 60 points yesterday. And he was really good. Obviously, he got to 65.25 before the multiplier. Let me bring this up here. So he was 65.25 before the multiplier, 1.15 multiplier, got 75.04 points. A guy that you're going to want to play once again tonight. There is no Chris Paul. There is no campaign. There is no Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday's not even playing tonight either. So we got point guard Devin Booker looking for that double-double back-to-back games. He had a couple extra steals last night that helped him out as well. But Devin Booker, probably a guy that you should have. Take your little pen out and put him in your lineup because there ain't much else to talk about with him. Bogdanovich was really good last night, 44.25 points, 1.55 multiplier, 68.59 points. Him and Danilo Gallinari, who we'll talk about later in the dart throws, they were really good for the Hawks. Trae Young was garbage, 3 for 17 shooting. He's going to be in the duds. Then we had Jaren Jackson Jr., John Morant did end up getting hurt in this game, hurt his hip. He came back and he played through it. But Jaren Jackson, when John Morant's not out there on the court, is very good. 51.75 points. He's a guy that I did like, a guy that we did throw in a couple of our lineups too, because I really like that matchup against Jared Vanderbilt in favor of Jaren Jackson. So he got to 69.86 points after the multiplier. And then for D'Angelo Russell, he had a crazy night, actually. 53.5 points, 1.3 multiplier, 69.55 points after the multiplier. Then we moved down to the duds. I already talked about Anthony Edwards not being able to shoot. 1 for 11 last night. 23.5 points, 1.25 multiplier, got to 29.38 points. DeAndre Ayton, my boy, he came out the first half last night, though. He had like 20 points in the first half. Second half, just had a bunch of turnovers, didn't shoot the ball. Like, he just didn't shoot the ball at all last night with no Chris Paul. It was weird. And that's kind of like the worry with him, too. Sometimes him and Chris Paul run that pick and roll so much that it really helps him out, but there is that extra scoring opportunities just being down low on the block. That should have been pretty good. It was a great matchup for him, just didn't work out last night. So got 27.95 points after the multiplier. Trae Young, 3 for 17 shooting last night, 30.25 points before the multiplier, 31.76 after the multiplier. Then we had Zach LaVine, 30.75 points before the multiplier, 36.9 points after the multiplier. He missed a couple games there with his knee and everything too, so it'd probably take him a little while to get back on track. In terms of the dart throws, Jake Crowder was very, very good. 41.25 points. He had 4 steals last night too, so 1.8 multiplier. Got to 74.25. Then we have Bruce Brown once again popping back up here. He's not a guy that you can rely on consistently, but 3 steals / blocks last night, 39.75 points, 1.85 multiplier. That game was a massive blowout last night too. So it hurt guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown that we did end up playing too. 73.54 points. So he was good once again. Danilo Gallinari really made up for the shooting of Trae Young last night. They still lost to the Bulls either way, but I think he was 11 out of 16 shooting. 37.25 points, 1.85 or 1.8 multiplier, 67.05 points. And then last but not least was Trey Mann there. Actually played up over 30 minutes off the bench last night. He, this looks really good because he got to 35.75, but he had 12 points from steals too. So that really helped boost him up overall. 1.9 multiplier, got 67.93 points last night. So that was just a brief overview of last night. There's a lot of things that did end up happening last night.
And David said that he's in second right now in premiums. See, dude, look at this money I'm missing out on for not having my shit in there.
Actually, on DraftKings, I got one of the craziest lineups too for golf because I have 3 guys that are in the top 5, and then my other 3 guys are going to miss the cut. So you win some, you lose some there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm winning. Like right now, I think in that $5 one, we're both in fifth, so we're winning money there. $17.50.
Yep.
I'm in 18th in the $20 ticket I had, so I'm winning 30 there. I mean, I was in fourth, but fucking stupid Johnson.
I told you not to play him.
I know. You also, yeah, I know.
I'm just like it.
You also were worried about Burger too, but
I was worried about Burger's back.
once I heard he was fine, like playing good, I'm like, I can't not. This is his course.
So the thing with Burger, it's just like if I played him, he was gonna miss the cut. If I didn't play him, he's gonna be good. Like there's
Yeah,
whatever.
see, like the first lineup we played was bad. Like Burger was good, but then like we had like Hickok did fucking shit. Fleetwood now that was my
Well,
call
he was
though.
one under.
Fleetwood.
So Hickok was one
But
under
Westwood was
yesterday. He
good.
got
I
the
should have
flip.
stuck with Westwood. I should have listened to you on Westwood. That's what I should have done over Zach Johnson probably because he's at least at -1. You know, he's doing all right,
Yeah.
sticking in there.
Yep. But we'll get into some basketball real quick. We'll talk a little bit of golf after the basketball part, at least, or talk some MMA for tomorrow, or UFC, I guess you call it, for tomorrow too. So the guards in play for tonight, we got James Harden making his Philadelphia debut. He's a 1x multiplier. Already talked a little bit about him. We got Luka Doncic at 1x multiplier. You can also play him at forward if you really want to do so. DeJounte Murray at 1.05 looks pretty good tonight as well. Devin Booker 1.15. I can't say too much more about Devin Booker. He's probably a guy that you're going to want to play tonight. Devin Booker with no Chris Paul, pretty good. Devin Booker with no Aaron Holiday, no Chris Paul, no campaign, you name it. And the fact that he was starting at point guard last night was just like, okay, this is just too easy. I'm like, he's going for 60 at least after that. But yeah, 55 plus tonight before the multiplier, so should be pretty safe once again. CJ McCollum at 1.25. He's played really well since he came over to the Pelicans, really at the detriment of Brandon Ingram, but CJ McCollum still fine to play. Kevin Porter Jr. at 1.5. He's been playing pretty consistently. He had a little bit of an illness right before the All-Star break. Should be healthy now. Buddy Hield, as long as he's starting. Well, okay, so I'll put this out there with Buddy Hield too. He's at 1.55. As long as he ends up starting this game and Chris Duarte doesn't play, then Buddy Hield looks like a decent option. Don't think he's somebody you have to go out of your way to play, but he's definitely in play. Reggie Jackson at 1.6. He's been playing very well. Russell Westbrook doesn't play defense. Malik Monk doesn't play defense. Austin Reeves is a slow white point guard. So Reggie Jackson looks pretty good tonight. Lakers just don't play defense anyways, but that's all, especially when Anthony Davis doesn't play. And Anthony Davis is not playing anytime soon. Evan Fournier got one down at 1.65. I really wouldn't play him tonight unless RJ Barrett's out. RJ Barrett is still listed as questionable, so kind of up in the air. Probably wouldn't play Evan Fournier myself, but definitely somebody that we can mention, especially if RJ Barrett gets ruled out.
Mm-hmm.
Then in terms of dart throws, Devin Vassell 1.75, Lonnie Walker 1.8. I got to mention them together. They're both Spurs guards. Well, Vassell's going to get the start. Lonnie Walker's going to play a lot of minutes off the bench. There's no Josh Primo tonight. There's no Josh Richardson, and there's no Romeo Langford. So there's going to be a couple extra minutes at that guard position to go around. Trey Jones probably gets back in the rotation. He didn't play last game, but he played the game before that. So, but these guys should have pretty safe minutes tonight, 28 plus minutes. So they should be pretty safe. They both have decent upside as well. If you want to go with a dart throw option there, Reggie Bullock at a 2x multiplier was banged up before the break, missed a couple games. If he's healthy and he plays tonight, then he could be in play at a 2x multiplier. You can play him at guard, you can play him at forward, and he's still questionable at this point in time. In terms of forwards, we got LeBron James. He's a 1x multiplier. We know what LeBron can do on any given night. Pascal Siakam at 1.15. Obviously, looked a little bit better if Fred VanVleet was going to miss. Fred VanVleet has been ruled in now. So, Pascal Siakam, you can still play. They're still missing OG Anunoby tonight. He's out. I can't remember exactly what his injury was. Julius Randle at 1.15. He's been playing very, very well as of late.
Oh, yeah.
He's had a double-double in like 5 straight games on it.
Yeah.
So that's really good, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
If RJ Barrett plays tonight, it might affect him slightly, but it's not something I'm super concerned about. He was in one of the pro pick lineups. I do know that. Then Jimmy Butler, my man, Jimmy Butler. So 1.15. He's pretty much in all my DraftKings and my FanDuel lineups. SuperDraft, it's a little bit trickier just because he's at the 1.15. I think there's other options there you could look at if you really want to. Then we get Kyle Kuzma at 1.25. He had that down game right before the All-Star break, but before that, he had been playing consistently well again. The pro picks do like him. He's in like 4 other lineups, so just keep that in mind. Mikal Bridges, 1.65, ended up starting at shooting guard last night.
He did well.
His minutes are solidified. Probably going to score a couple more points. If he gets the steals, if he gets the blocks, he's going to have a good night.
Yeah, he had a great night last night.
Yeah, but Yeah, he
He was
also
on the
had
winning team last
their whole
night.
team. Like they had so many steals in that game because
Yeah, he was
Booker had 4, Crowder had 4, and I think Bridges had 3. So that's 11 right there. Like that's not normal. But
the top teams had Bridges and also had Booker. So
yeah, but that's not normal.
I didn't see Bridges doing that well last night. I mean,
Well, we
he
didn't know when we did the show. We didn't know he was going to start as shooting guard either. We thought Aaron Holiday was going to start and Cam Johnson was going to still come off the bench. Then they moved everybody around a little bit, so that obviously helped solidify his minutes at the very least, where he was going to play big minutes again. And then the games he's played big minutes this year is the games he's done reasonably well. So for dart throws, we got Maxi Kleber 1.75. He offers that upside, some blocks, some 3-point shooting for the Mavericks. Probably still coming off the bench, but if he gets 30 minutes, he looks all right. Denny Advia, still not starting for the Wizards for whatever reason, but he's playing like 32 minutes a night. And he's, that young player they want to give run and see what he can do. So 1.75, you can definitely look at him there. Isaiah Roby, I put him up there. Last night he didn't end up starting. He didn't have the best night overall at 1.85, but if he ends up starting tonight, could be in play. Cam Johnson, since he was starting last night for the Suns, we have to mention him, 1.85. Definitely has some upside as we've seen in games when he started in the past. Last night, probably not the best game for him. It was an okay game, but if you get him up to 30 points at 1.85, then he looks pretty good.
Yeah, he just had a rough night.
Well, it wasn't even a bad night. It just like it just wasn't relevant enough for SuperDraft. Like when you talk about DraftKings or FanDuel, like he paid off. He was over 5x on both those sites, so he was still a good play. Just for SuperDraft perspective, he's just like he's the guy that probably got you to like 46 points last night, which is not what we're aiming for. But if you get that out of a player, you're not really super disappointed.
It's a great SuperDraft because you can play, you can play anybody you want. And you're just playing off the multiplier. And the crazy thing is too, though, some of them 2-time multipliers, some of them fucking really hit too. Some of them really hit.
Yeah. And
if it really hits, like if you like we've had some of these 2-time multipliers go over 130 points.
Yep.
Hit. So like that's the crazy thing. That's almost like sometimes you're like you said, like with Rondo last night. Rondo used to that was a smash play. Like it's a smash play. Because and it showed last night. It showed with the percentages, but it was over 50%, right?
Yeah, 65% of people played Rondo last night, and he only got to 46 points, but Goodwin actually played well off the bench, and Rondo had 6 turnovers. If he don't have the 6 turnovers, he's over 50 at least. And if you're getting that, you're happy at him. In terms of the centers, we got Joel Embiid, 1x multiplier. Obviously, Joel Embiid should probably be the MVP at this point in this year. You can make a case for Jokic too, but Embiid's been very, very good. We'll see how this all meshes with him and Harden. I'm tempted to play both of them together tonight, just based on the matchup. Is very good, but we'll have to see how it all pans out. One of them could have a good night, one of them could have a bad night. It just depends on how this chemistry all builds, especially in the first game together. Karl-Anthony Towns, 1.1. You can look at him. I'm not big on Towns tonight. Like going against Embiid, I just you got to mention him because it could pay off, but I don't think it's going to pay off tonight. Bam Adebayo 1.2. Obviously, you can play Bam at forward too, so you can play Joel Embiid at forward too. Oddly enough, for whatever reason, that's still stupid. But then we get down to DeAndre Ayton 1.3. I know he wasn't the best last night, but you can't just take the one night against him either. So it's not as good. Like last night, it looked like it should be a good matchup. It just kind of ended up taking all the threes from the outside, and it just kind of left him hung out to dry. It's just really unfortunate. Then Jakob Poeltl at 1.4. Jakob Poeltl is actually somebody I like quite a bit. He's got a decent matchup tonight. So at 1.4, you could look at him if you want to play Joel Embiid. If you want to play Bam Adebayo forward, you can definitely do that alongside Poeltl. And then Zubac for the Clippers, 1.65 multiplier. Has some upside in this matchup against the Lakers. The only problem is if they end up starting LeBron at center, then Zubac's going to get run off the court. But if Dwight Howard starts at center, then Zubac looks all right, because if you can get 24 minutes out of Dwight Howard, and you can probably get 28 minutes out of Zubac, and if you get 28 minutes out of Zubac, he's going to look pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a little bit of risk with that. You could probably throw him down in that dart throw category, even though he's a 1.65, just because of the situation.
Yeah.
In terms of dart throws and high multipliers, we got Daniel Gafford here at 1.75. He looked a little bit better earlier today when Thomas Bryant was questionable. Looks like Thomas Bryant is going to play. I think Daniel Gafford's still going to start. but they're kind of splitting the minutes at center, so it's not really as attractive situation as it was before. Jackson Hayes at 1.8. If he ends up in the starting lineup again, he definitely has some upside. You could take a shot there if you really want to. And then Dwight Howard, we just have to mention him because he's a 2x multiplier. We've seen him pay off a couple times this year. If he ends up starting, if he ends up playing 24 or more minutes, he could pay off. There's also a lot of risk that comes with it, though, too. So play Dwight Howard at your own risk.
I mean, if you want to get into this right now, you can. I mean, you only got a couple. You might as well. You can throw.
Oh yeah, props are terrible today. So these are the basic ones that I do like. Jimmy Butler over 39.5 fantasy points. That feels like a smash to me. Like he should get over 40 easily tonight. They're playing in New York, and Jimmy usually plays pretty good at the Garden for whatever reason. I don't remember why. There's like some backstory to it too. Then Julius Randle over 9.5 rebounds. He's done the past 5 games. He's had 5 straight double doubles. Reggie Jackson over 6.5 assists. He's done like the last 5 games. Been doing very well there. Lakers are terrible on defense anyway, so that should help him out. Julius Randle over 21.5 points. He's done at least the last 5 games, so definitely can look at him. James Harden, obviously the new team, if he's going to come out and show out and score a bunch of points. 21.5 points is not very much. Brandon Ingram, I have the under on 20.5 points. Since CJ McCollum's been there, he's only hit that one time where he's been over that. Then Mikal Bridges over 14.5 points. He's done 4 out of the last 5 games, and obviously he's going to play more minutes. They have more shot opportunities tonight with no Chris Paul.
There we go.
And
they hit 14 last night, broke even. Yeah, so might have been better if there wasn't a blowout. I mean, there's always that risk with some of these games.
Oh, there's 3 blowouts last night too.
There's always the risk. I mean, that's the crazy thing about basketball. There's always that risk. It's like even if a game gets away, obviously even if you look at the end of the game, and maybe it doesn't look like a blowout, but if it was like at some point in the game it was a blowout, they're going to take your guys out. Because
you could be up by 20 points and just pull your guys in the fourth quarter and only end up winning by 8 points too.
Yep. Shit happens. I mean, you can predict only so much. I mean, and the crazy thing is, like, things can turn. Some random shit can happen. Like what was that game a couple games ago, or I think it was before the All-Star break, where it was like.
There's one where the Rockets should have got blown out and they went into overtime.
No, it wasn't the Rockets. It was the Bucks and someone else.
Oh, the Bucks keep getting blown out by random teams.
Was it the Lakers, the Bucks and the Lakers? Was it that game, or was it Philly?
That is. I don't remember, but there's 2 games.
It was some crazy where we picked a lot of the Bucks and they just got destroyed.
Yeah,
just like they got wrecked.
Yeah, they got blown out 2 weeks in a row, and then
you're like,
and then like that one Philadelphia game where they just got wrecked by Boston too, like out of nowhere. But nobody made shots besides Embiid. So in terms of like injuries tonight, so Oklahoma City Thunder, we got Lou Dort, Josh Giddey, Ty Jerome, Mike Muscala, Jerome Robinson, Earl Kenrich Williams out. So the same guys out as last night plus Josh Giddey. So Trey Mann probably in that starting lineup. I really don't want to play that many people from Oklahoma City. Like maybe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but that's probably it. I mean, if you really, really want to get ballsy, you could play Baisley tonight, but the last 2 games have not been good. But you can make a case that Josh Giddey's not playing tonight. Maybe it's better tonight. Then for the Pacers, Chris Duarte. Okay, so Chris Duarte has been ruled out now. So he's out. TJ McConnell, Miles Turner, TJ Warren. They do get Malcolm Brogdon back. They do. Goga Patatsi's healthy. Isaiah Jackson's healthy. So they are relatively healthy at this point in time. Tyrese Halliburton was doing very well before the All-Star break. But now you add in this wild card factor of Malcolm Brogdon. We have no idea what these 2 guys are going to do when they're on the court together. So if you want, like if you're in a dollar tournament, a nickel tournament or something, you want to take a chance on Brogdon or Halliburton, that's where you do it. Because they do both have that upside, but we have no idea how they're going to play when they play together. We don't know if Brogdon's going to be on a minutes limit or anything like that too, because he'd been dealing with that Achilles that had been sore for like over a month. Then we got the Rockets. They're just the same as they've been. Then Orlando, they are with our Markelle Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, Mo Wagner. Their starting lineups: Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr. and Mo Bamba. We know that one already. That was the first one to come out. That actually came out before we even got on the show, which is kind of nice sometimes. Then for the Spurs, Romeo Langford, Josh Primo, Josh Richardson are all out. We already talked about that. Washington, just Kristaps Porzingis out. Then we move down to the Toronto Raptors. OG Anunoby's out. Fred VanVleet's playing. We already talked about that quite a bit. Then for the Charlotte Hornets, Gordon Hayward, Jalen McDaniels, Nick Richards are all out, and Cody Martin returns to the lineup tonight. So he'll be coming off the bench. We'll see how that all looks. We'll see if they still kind of go with that bigger starting lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if they do against Toronto, though. And then Toronto, obviously, we got to see who the fifth starter is with OG out. Probably just going to be Kem Birch once again, but there is a case to be made for Thaddeus Young if he does end up starting. I'm not sure if I think he's got to be like a 2x multiplier on SuperDraft or very close to it. If he ends up starting, he's a guy you could look at as kind of a dart throw option. Miami Heat are without Dwayne Dedman, who just got ruled out, Markieff Morris, Victor Oladipo, and then for the Knicks, it's just Derrick Rose out tonight. So RJ Barrett and Nerlens Noel are both back tonight. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they're all the way healthy, which means obviously the debut of James Harden. McKinley Wright's out for the Timberwolves. He doesn't matter. He's pretty much been in the G League most of the year anyways. Pelicans, just Larry Nance, Zion Williamson. So both guys there are going to be out for a while. Phoenix Suns, obviously the same guys out as last night, plus Aaron Holiday. And then for the Dallas Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr., Theo Penson are both out. Marquise Chris is doubtful. Then Trey Burke and Reggie Bullock are both questionable. Obviously, the one we care about there would be Reggie Bullock at the 2x multiplier, whether or not he plays or not. I would assume that he's back tonight since it's been the All-Star break. He had a couple of games off before that, but I really have no idea at this point in time. For the Utah Jazz, Jared Butler's out. Rudy Gay is doubtful, so those two probably not playing tonight. And then Clippers without Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, and Jay Preston. So the same four guys out there have been out pretty much for a while. And then for the Lakers, Avery Bradley, Anthony Davis, Kendrick Nunn all out. LeBron James technically is questionable, but he played in the All-Star game, so I don't see him not playing tonight. And then Carmelo Anthony should be back tonight. That is it for injuries.
Love the injury update with Coach Craig.
Yeah. So
Give us
I'm going to update. Yeah, I'm going to update a couple things on my own channel too, because we got the Chris Duarte news. We got a couple other ones at least too.
And if anybody here is new, make sure that you are following Craig. My man, Coach Craig's got a bomb-ass show that comes on during the daytime. And he talks about, his lineups that he sets for FanDuel, what he what he sets up for DraftKings. And he also talks about injuries. He talks about pretty much anything and everything you need to know about, getting ready during the day for your updates for basketball. It's pretty dope. So Coach Craig Sports on YouTube, and make sure if you're following me here, make sure you're also following him on his YouTube. It'd be dope. We're trying to make this more of a community. This whole show is between him and I. Like, we're doing everything 50-50. So support both of us, because that's what we're here for. We're here to build a community and help people, win money, find out some exclusive stuff, like, because we have the in. Like, Craig knows a lot of stuff, and I know a lot, and I have a little bit more of the in on the SuperDraft stuff. But Craig knows his stuff about sports, and I love him being here, and he is just as much of this show as I am. So this is a 50-50 thing, and we just want you guys to know that we are building something special here. Right, Craig?
Yep.
All right, I might be in my feelings today.
My buddy just told me holidays out. I'm like, I already know holidays out. We knew that like 2 hours ago.
What holidays out? So, anyways, I just want you guys to know too. We have a new sponsor on the show. Bet Angles is super dope. So I'll just show you guys this real quick, and then we'll get into setting some lineups. So I switched that over, right? There we go. So Bet Angles is this dope new website that we got. Jim is dope. He knows his stuff. He's got this algorithm he's been building. He was talking with me today. He's gonna be coming in with us, and he's actually gonna be having a daily show where he talks about some bets and stuff like that. So he knows his stuff. This site is built off an algorithm that they've been putting a lot of money into, a lot of time into, and they do a lot of top 3 bets, like best spread. Like, so this is called best bets. So you come in here on best bets, and you can like see the spreads, and you can see how, NBA bets for spreads, money lines, over unders, and stuff like that too. So obviously the overs right now are hitting hard, so we should be betting on the overs, a lot of these overs. So Oklahoma City versus Indiana, Houston versus Orlando, San Antonio versus Washington. So these are the overs you want to be taking. 63% hit rate's pretty dope. There's a lot of cool things on this site. Research tools. There's some stuff for. So let's just go to the main shit right here. Like you can do stuff for fantasy. There's stuff for fantasy. So you're talking about fantasy players. So obviously you can see points, fantasy points that are projected for the games and stuff like that. I mean everything that's in here. You got details about everything about the games. So here's some spot. If you guys like to do betting on props or betting on games and stuff like that, this shows you where the best places to make your bets. Right, DraftKings, FanDuel, like any other areas that do bid or do gambling and stuff like that, and do sportsbook. They show you where the best places are to bet. Right, they show you the best places to bet, which is nice. So I absolutely love this. When he came into us and was talking about bringing this onto our show, like I was stoked. What do you think about this?
Yeah, so it's really good. I like the fact that you chose you all the different ones too, and that it updates that, because then obviously if you're in a state that allows gambling and like you have different options, then you just go out and you pick the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
nice. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't do that part yet. Soon.
It's all right. Soon. It'll be soon. There's supposed to be some stuff coming for gambling here soon.
And even if you do SuperDraft Sportsbook with the coins and everything, you can look at some of this stuff too and then bet your coins on that.
And there's it's like everything. So there's a lot. So just so you guys know, there's a lot more coming with this too. There's going to be a lot more fantasy related stuff. There's going to be some SuperDraft stuff related stuff. And he's got some crazy stuff that he's building. He was showing me today, so you can see like with the best bets that you'll see like how often it's hit. So out of top 5, he just showed me today. So you'll see what best bets have hit like in the last like top 5, like 5 out of how many, in the last 5 times that this bet's been up, how it's hit. It's gonna be dope.
Yes,
sir. So why is Pro pick so high on Cameron?
So I assume you're talking about Cameron Johnson. Correct me if I'm wrong, David.
All right, we're going to get into this real quick. Some SuperDraft Pro. So if this is your first time here and you don't know anything about SuperDraft Pro or SuperDraft, pretty dope-ass news site that's backed by Caesars. So there's a lot of money going to this. But it's dope because it's if you join on the subscription side, there's some more exclusive contests and stuff like that, and basically way less. The pool size is so much less. As you can see here for tonight's games, dude, there's like nobody in here yet. 49 people? No, hold on. Where are we? 199 people, right? 199 people that are playing this. Let's win some money. So anyways, you need to get in on this because the multiplier host, the whole multiplier system, this is where it's at. You can play any fucking people you want to play. Anybody.
Yeah, so hold on here real quick.
Let's get a lineup set.
So why are you on Cameron Johnson? I don't know. Cameron Johnson's got a high multiplier. If he gets to like 30 points, he looks good. If he doesn't,
dude, I want to play like it's crazy because I want to play Luca too.
I mean, you can play Luca. You can probably play Luca at forward in that case, though. Here you go. Why are we looking at graphs?
Don't have to. Not with these guys.
No, Ronald said that before you even started doing anything. We're getting there. We're getting there.
These are some inset shit. So I mean,
let's see. Right. So second take extra said Jazz minus 5.5. Let me just look at that game again real quick because I can't remember who they're playing off the top of my head. And Dallas.
That was a good graph for Luca. Yeah, Luca is awesome. That's why. That's why he's a 1x multiplier. Shy. Ooh.
I don't know about that. They might just get blown. Well, they're playing the Pacers, so they shouldn't get blown out against the Pacers at least. Shy should have a good night. I don't think it's going to be an over-the-top night. I could be wrong, though. So we have the starting lineup for the Pacers of Malcolm Brogdon, Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Oshai Brissett, and Isaiah Jackson's starting at center instead of Goga. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe, God, what's the multiplier on Isaiah Jackson at forward?
Come on.
What?
Oh, it's on my computer. You know how slow it is.
Oh. I thought you were just like, I don't know. Like, oh, look.
All right, who are we looking for here again?
Isaiah Jackson at forward. So the Rockets are starting Kevin Porter. Rockets starting Kevin Porter, Jalen Green, Eric Gordon, Jayshawn Tate, and Christian Wood. So pretty normal.
Yeah, he's going in.
Who?
Jackson. 1.8. 1.8.
It's okay.
Ronald, what do you think about that, Greg?
I wanted you to
Don't
tell
worry
me
about this game. This game does not count. This game don't count.
Is that the game he hurt his ankle when he did nothing?
Why is it such a huge downwards? I hate that.
I don't know.
Yeah, only had 12 minutes, so he must have hurt himself. Something.
Oh, so he got hurt twice. He got hurt once in like the first 2 minutes of the game, and then he got hurt another time where he re-injured his ankle.
So you don't like him at 1.8, but you like him at 2?
If he was like 2, I don't know. I'll probably play him like a dollar contest or something, but
yeah,
he's not my favorite at 1.8.
All right, let's get through these pro picks, or let's get through the SuperDraft Pro one. Let's set the SuperDraft Pro lineup.
Yep. So let's see where you're at.
I mean, I'm doing the Harden and Embiid combo.
You have to have Booker in this. That's a given. And then if you want to play, I don't know, like you can play any of those other Suns guys too. You could play Bridges, you could play Crowder, you can play Johnson. Kind of sucks at pro picks. Like, whatever. I'm just playing Bridges. I don't care.
Yeah, and then here we go at center.
Did you put Embiid at forward?
Yeah, we play him at center.
I mean, you can play him at center, or you play Jakob Poeltl.
I want to play Randall, so I'm probably gonna play Randall.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you play. If you're gonna play Embiid at forward, then you play Jakob Poeltl at center. I think tonight.
I feel like we're missing out on Randall. I mean, I like that either way. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of ways we can place this tonight.
Yeah. So second take extra says you got to play LeBron, but I do have LeBron in my personal lineup. So he says, "Don't play Randall. RJ's in." Well,
I'm not playing him.
I don't think it's you can't play Randall. I think he takes a uptick or like a down tick, but I don't think it's like you have to avoid him or anything like that. Let's put it that way. Oklahoma City Thunder starting lineup: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Trey Mann, Aaron Wiggins, Darius Baisley, and Isaiah Roby starting at center tonight. So that's good. That's kind of what I thought would happen. So Roby versus Jackson. I wonder if people are like okay. So when we said like a dollar lineup, you could actually play those two guys together, probably. Honestly,
who?
Roby and Jackson, like a dollar lineup. They're going against each other, but they're both at 1.8 and 1.85. So.
That's a lot of one-time multipliers. Ugh.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not playing. I'm not playing Luka tonight, but I don't. Right. It's kind of just to be different, you know. Let's see who else you got. Put Reggie Jackson in guard too. At least that's what I did. 1.6. If you really wanted to pull up his graph for Ronald, you could. Spurs starting lineup: Murray, DeJounte Murray, Devin Vassell, Doug McDermott, Keldon Johnson, Jakob Poeltl. So exactly what we thought. So Toronto Raptors: Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent, Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, Kem Birch. So Kem Birch is the fifth starter. And then we do have Charlotte Hornets is LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, Mason Plumlee. So they are going big still.
All right, so we got Harden, Booker, Jackson, Luka, Embiid, LeBron, Jakob, Pirtle.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do
Sure.
that.
Oh, and then the Wizards is Howell Neto, Corey Kispert, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, Kyle Kuzma, and Daniel Gafford starting at center.
Then we'll set my $15 lineup, and then
I am trying to get
crazy
all.
one.
Hold on.
Just let me know.
Just let me know what you're doing because I'm typing all this up too at the same time.
I got you.
And there's 4 games that start right away tonight.
8 minutes. 8 minutes. Let's see here.
Oh, it's too bad Thaddeus Young's not starting. I would have been happy. I knew they were going to start Birch, but you know, I just want to be happy about it.
Yeah, they should make this easier. Should just write some notes down. Let's make some changes.
Okay, let's see. So I got all these starting lineups for the first couple games now.
Go for it.
No, I already did it. Now I gotta look and see what the price is on Isaiah Jackson on FanDuel and DraftKings. So he's $5,600 on FanDuel, so he's not really a good play there. And then on DraftKings, he is not there. Hold on. He is 56. He's 5,600 on both. What are the odds of that? Cool. I don't have to think about playing him now. Can he outscore that price tag? Yes. Let's see. So you think so? Back to that 5.5. You think 5.5 is good? I don't know. Like it depends what Dallas team shows up. Like every once in a while, Dallas is really good. And then the rest of the time they're trash. So it's probably not one I bet on myself. Jazz are always pretty good, but if I was playing like a dollar lineup tonight too, I'd probably get some Rudy Gobert just because. Like it's Rudy Gobert and he's playing against Dallas, but he said Harden is on underdog is 19.5 points pass or smash. Well, I bet the over on that pretty easy. So I think he's going to come out and score some balls. So they said CJ's nice too. Yeah, CJ's been playing really well lately. See where you got now.
This is a $15 lineup. This is kind of where I started at.
Yeah, I mean, you probably end up playing Luka too. You have to play Booker. Like, there's not even questions about Booker. You know what I mean?
No, we're playing Booker.
Yeah, you gotta play Booker. Like, Harden's the one you don't have to play. I just like playing him. He's got something to prove. Like, you don't want to play James. Like, let's see.
Buckets.
Like Jimmy. I love Jimmy.
I'm good with this line.
He's also won me a lot of money too. So sometimes you get biased towards guys that win you a lot of money.
What about the Kuz?
I don't know. Like the last game, he just sucked, but he's been so good.
Really sucked. He must have just been throwing everything over his head like, give me money. All right, so this is my $15 lineup that I'm going to set. I mean, I like Bridges, though, too.
You can play Bridges. Like, you could have just played Bridges and take Jakob Poeltl out if you want and put Embiid at center.
I mean, that's a way to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll with this for the $15 lineup. Still got 4 minutes to get a couple more in.
Yep.
So Harden, Luka, Booker, Bridges, Butler, LeBron, Embiid.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, give me a crazy lineup.
You want crazy?
Sure.
So we're gonna go. Let's see. Just go to forwards first. So we'll play Jackson and Roby. We'll just get that out of the way real quick. Let's see. Probably play Zubac at center then.
Jackson.
Yeah. So you got Jackson, Roby, and then Zubac at center.
Roby. You spell that?
Roby.
Roby. Oh, Roby.
Yeah.
They said Ryobi. I was like, who the fuck is that?
Oh, that's a power tool, and it's not a very good brand either.
No, not at all.
They're trash. My dad bought a Sawzall from there the one day. He used it for like an hour and it broke.
My brother-in-law told me when I said, "What the hell is this? Am I supposed to do this?"
They have a lot of different tools. That's the only thing you can say nice about them. Let's see who else we want there. Play Denny Advia too at forward when you get there. You need Zubac at center. God. Let's see. Guards, you play Devin Vassell, so VASS. And then I guess you play Kevin Porter or Buddy Hield or both. Just play both, I guess. Porter, P-O-T. And then Buddy Hield. Because why not? He's going to shoot a bunch of threes either way.
All right, read it out.
Yeah, so you got that one saved?
We're about to.
Yeah, so Devin Vassell, Kevin Porter, Buddy Hield, Isaiah Jackson, Isaiah Roby, Denny Advia, and Zubac. I never say Zubac's first name because it's IVICA. Avuka, it's like, and it's pronounced weird too. I'm just like, I ain't even gonna try to say that because it looks like Avica or something like that, or Vici. It's pronounced way differently than that.
Avicii. All right, we got a minute and a half. Let's set a nice lineup, the dollar lineup.
Dollar lineup. Okay, so let's just play Booker, CJ McCollum, and Luka at guard. Or no, play DeJounte Murray. We don't have any DeJounte Murray. So Murray, Booker, McCollum at guard. And then I don't know. Let's do LeBron, Julius Randle, and Pascal Siakam at forward. And then you're using this one for multiple lineups, right?
No, it's whatever. Whatever you want to do.
If you're not using it for multiple, then just play Rudy Gobert at center. Actually, yeah, go. That's cool. Not a lot of multipliers there, but some upside.
That's all right. All right.
I don't think there's gonna be that many. I don't think there's gonna be like that many high multipliers that hit like crazy, but
basically just gonna have to change this once it goes. So this was my original one. It'll just have to just change after whatever plays. Who starts?
See how many you can actually change. So Murray's gonna lock. Ooh,
that was close.
So let's see. Murray and Siakam are locked, and that's it, right? Oh, Jakob Poeltl is too. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that lineup as it is.
No, this is just for 5 cents. I mean, we could change some guys around right now too if we want.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put Kuzma in this one or like in one of them or whatever, you could do it too, just because you don't have any Kuzma.
Let's see. Click here.
Not that I'm crazy about. I don't even know how I feel about Kuzma. It's like,
Yeah, fuck him. I don't know. Was that appropriate?
I don't know. Because I was like, I was trying to like look into it earlier. I'm like, okay, so what's the? So is it gonna get back to what it was, or is it gonna be? I don't know.
Luca and put him in at forward.
I like Denny Advie a lot, but I love it if he was better. If that makes sense.
That's better. Throw Booker in there.
Why can't Denny Advie just get more fantasy points per minute and play 32 minutes? I'd be much happier. The dude is the Turkish League MVP. He should be better than this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He's good. He's just not like he just can't score.
Ron says lots of Sixers and Sixers pass.
Yeah.
Did you get all the second take extras questions?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because
the one was 5.5. I was just like, well, it depends which Maverick. Like, it's hard to bet. Like, it's hard to bet for against like the Mavericks, like on point totals like that too, just because like Lucas just gets those games where he's like, I'm going to drop 50 points and screw everybody else. Yeah. So there's one 7:30 or one 7:30, one 6:30 our time game coming up. Mm-hmm. But those starting lineups should be pretty basic because we already know the guys are playing. It's an interesting night. I was going to look at the ownership on some of the guys that came in or that locked at least on my lineup already. Yeah, you got to play LeBron in your lineup because you like having a late guy.
Yeah, I got him in a couple.
Actually, I didn't play a single guy. So there's 4 games that start right at 6 o'clock our time. And I didn't play. I was like, oh, look at the ownership. Oh, wait, never mind. Excuse me. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's at 34%. Kyle Kuzma's at, God, that's tiny, 25%. I wish they made the percentages where you could see them easier. DeJounte Murray's at 21%. Cole Anthony at 9%. Gary Trent's at like 7%. Just clicking on random lineups. God. Wendell Carter Jr.'s at 21%. Why? Jakob Poeltl's at 5%. So that's pretty good.
That's awesome. 9% it says, I guess, in this one.
Let's go.
Which one are you in?
This is for the elite.
Oh.
Jalen Suggs is at like 6%. And Chumo Kiki is at 0.8%. That was from Joe Mama's lineup.
Oh, Joe Mama. Dude, yeah, he's smart, man. He wins money. He wins a lot of money.
Cole Anthony, 9%. Scotty Barnes is 3%. Yeah. I was just looking at a couple of people that, that are in there already. Kelly Oubre is at 1 point. Somebody played OG Anunoby. 1.6% of people played OG Anunoby for some reason. That's like 4 people, but.
All right, let's see. So, we got some stuff for tomorrow.
Yeah. So, you want to bring up the UFC stuff on the screen?
Sure can.
And I'll bring up the stuff on ESPN. We're going to talk a little bit of UFC just because I'm going to be a little, I can't even talk. MIA tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be nice to take a little break.
Yeah. Well, my buddy is like, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, not much. Why? He's like, you want to come over? Because his brother's in town and one of our other friends is just going to come over. And like the 4 of us haven't probably hung out in like 10 years. Like all 4 of us.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So let me see here.
With the boys is always a good time.
Yeah. Especially when there are people like, we hung out like every weekend for like 2 years straight, like back in the day. I don't want to do fight night pick 'em. I just want to know the odds. Schedule slash
It's-
results.
This all looks like new. There's no. What the hell?
Why does
There's
it
no
say? Is that tomorrow? Because it says the 20. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid.
Don't say that about yourself.
So
Ooh, there's a graph. Oh, Ronald, what do you think about that graph? David says no Westbrook.
Westbrook
No,
sucks.
fuck Westbrook.
The only time you play Westbrook is if LeBron James and Anthony Davis are both out. So we got one of the two. But if LeBron doesn't play, like if LeBron didn't play tonight, you could play Russell Westbrook.
And pray that he's the one who does something good.
Huh, he'd be the one that does something.
What?
He's also going to be the guy that gets 8 turnovers.
No, I remember playing him one night and he just did nothing. And it was like all the backups did everything, and Westbrook did nothing. It's just like, was it Blake Griffin? Blake Griffin did everything.
What? Blake Griffin ain't on their team.
I know, I was kidding. That's how bad he is.
Let's see. So it looks like
Ronald says, I mean, you like the slope.
due
But
for a
due
dip.
for a dip.
Yeah. So let's see. So I got the matchups pulled up here at least. So we got the first one is Makarevich versus Green. And this Makarevich guy is minus 900, which means he's pretty much a shoe-in to win. He is 21-1, and Green is 29-12-1. So I assume Makarevich is probably a 1x multiplier, correct?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. He's the number one.
Yeah. So, and Green's probably like a 0.5 multiplier.
This guy's graph sucks. This guy's done nothing.
Who?
He's a submitter. Oh, we are definitely not going to pick him anyways.
Makarevich?
He's just like wins by submission and decisions.
He's got, so it looks like he averages 3 takedowns, but he doesn't do much else.
Yeah, just the submissions, it looks like.
Then the next match,
I'd almost take the underdog here in that one. Let's see how many times he's been. Well, how many times has he taken submissions?
So decision, one knockout there. Decision. So
I like his
I don't know. So if he's gonna win, it's probably gonna be by knockout, but he doesn't really have a high knockout percentage. So
it's true. 188 significant strikes. Holy shit!
That one girl, what was it? 2 weeks ago, that one girl had like 220. Like, it was ridiculous.
My god! How tired do you gotta be after that? Holy.
Let's see. Shit. So the next matchup, or the next match is Kirkonov and Thurman. I don't think it's Thurman, but Kirkonov looks like the better one here. Where CIRK. Yeah. He's 15-7, and then Thurman is 17-5.
Submission in round 1. So the faster that they submit, I mean, the faster you win, the better. But
yeah, typically
submissions suck. It does not help you one bit.
Yeah. So
if that was a knockout, you'd be at probably 200 points.
Yeah. So he is a little bit taller. They're both the same height. Kirkonov has a longer reach by 5 inches. He has better significant strikes, and he has more takedowns.
Who was the other guy?
Thurman. TU, that guy at the top there. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy sucks. Decision. He got knocked out. Yeah.
I don't feel too good about this guy.
It looks bad.
Like his record's inflated, but I think he just beat up on some nobodies. And Kirkov is minus 120. So that's pretty much a straight up matchup, honestly. Then we have the women fight for the main card, which is Kim and Katra. I don't even know. CHCH. And let's see. Kim has a lot longer reach. but she has worse significant strikes, and neither one of these are good at takedowns.
She had a TKO in one of her fights.
Kim is 9-4-2, and then Catcher Varela, or however the heck you say it, is 10-4.
So the
Like
K.
spelling, C-A-C-H. Yeah, the one at the bottom there.
That's a weird graph.
It's a weird graph.
So
she had a couple
got
knockouts.
fucked up. Yeah. The last fight though, she got submitted like instantly. It looks like.
Yeah, she had 2 knockouts before that. So I think if you're going on this one, like if you're trying to pick somebody from this match, I'd probably go her over Kim.
Zombie girl.
Yeah.
So like that. So 112 times 2.2. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So I think if I was going between those two, I'd pick her. She's got the very significant strike percentage too, and she's got knockout potential. And the other one just, I don't know. They both don't look that good on paper, but Kim is the -165, so she's the favorite technically. But then we have, oh God, why do these names suck? So we have Alvarez, and then we have Saruka. Just look up TSA. We'll get there from there. However the heck you say that name. He is 17-2, and Alvarez is 19-2. And this guy is the favorite. He's -220. But the other guy, actually, they're pretty even.
Wow. So he had a first round knockout. I mean, then it's a bunch of decisions.
Yeah.
Wow. That's okay. What's the other guy's name?
Alvarez. On paper, I kind of like Alvarez better.
Yeah, 2.4 multiplier. Oh, he's the one I pulled up. Remember? And then what did Ronald say about that graph? Ronald?
Smash.
Saruyan. Who's that one?
That was the one that we just had, the TSA guy.
Oh.
He's telling us how to pronounce it. If he's right, who knows?
Sarukian.
Yeah. And then the last fight on the main card is Petrosyan and Rodriguez. And it looks like Petrosyan is 6-1. Rodriguez is 11-3. Rodriguez is the favorite. It's -165. These guys look pretty similar. Petrosyan has a better significant strike accuracy, or better significant strikes, and Rodriguez is better at takedowns, apparently.
Who's the other guy?
How do I spell his name again? Petr. Petrosyan.
I like listening to you say the names because you're like probably laughing at me when I say the basketball players' names. You're like, you can't even say that shit. You're thinking in your head, you're like, boy, you can't even say these basketball player names. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm good at football player names. Say that much.
Yeah. So that's the main card. Then we move down to the preliminary ones. So we have ZHU. However you want to pronounce it. There's probably like 5 different pronunciations of how you say that. He's good at takedowns, apparently. He is the underdog. The guy he's going against is -210. He had
who's the other guy?
And that Zoo guy is 18-4, and then BAHA, that guy.
Amadas.
Man, he is 12-4. He's good at significant strikes.
Yeah.
So he's good at significant strikes. The other guy is better at takedowns. So, but the Bahamas is 6'3". The other guy's 5'9".
Oh
so
shit!
An interesting match. There's a lot of matches like that though. There's a lot of height disparities. Then we got Nunez and Pascal. So NUN. Yeah, that one. She good significant strikes supposedly, and then PSAC. We'll get there from there.
Pascal.
Nunez is minus 220, so she's more likely to win, which on paper at least looks like it makes sense. Nunez is 8-1 and Pascal is 6-2.
Great graph.
What graph? So yeah.
Oh shit! She just was signed by the UFC.
So
Friday.
she's probably gonna get her ass knocked out. If we're being honest here. I think I put, what was the multiplier on Nunez?
1.8. That's in the champion spot. We're in the champion.
Oh yeah. So look at there you go. So it's like 1.2 then.
Yeah.
I don't know. She looks like she should win that match pretty easy, I would think, based on what I see. Then we got McKinney is the next one. He's 11-3. He is a slight underdog here. This one's pretty much a coin toss matchup, though. He's okay. He's pretty decent at takedowns. That's about it.
Yeah, TKO. And then fast one. This is a really fast one.
And then he's going against Zam, which is Z-I-A-M. And I don't know. Yeah, this one's 50-50, essentially. I think I'd probably take McKinney based on what I see, but
I think so too.
Yeah. If I'm picking from that match. Then we got Perez and Martinez. I know those names. Let's see. So Perez, he's 23-8-1. Decent at significant strikes. And then Martinez is
got a lot of knockouts. 10 knockouts.
Huh. So he's going for it all. And then let's see. Martinez is 14-4. He's slightly better at significant strikes. That one's pretty even matchup too. Well, Martinez is minus 260, so he's supposed to win according to the books. But I don't think he looks that great either. I don't think I'd play either of those guys. Let's put it that way. Ooh, that one. We're gonna start with Gilmore because that's the name I can pronounce here. He's 6-4. He's good, decent significant strike percentage. He doesn't throw a bunch of. Apparently, he just doesn't throw a bunch of punches because
he's been submitted though. If he's fighting somebody that's really good at submissions, I wouldn't be playing this guy. He's very submissive.
And then B-R-A-H. Brahamaj. We'll go with that. He is minus 360. He looks like the guy that should probably win this fight, but he's 9-4.
Yeah, this guy's got nine submissions. He's gonna kill the other guy.
Probably.
The other guy has minus 3 submissions. So he's submissive. This guy's the submissive. Yeah, he's gonna win for sure.
That one could be over pretty quickly. So probably play that guy. And then we have one left. So we have Altamirano. So ALTA. He's 10-1, and he's going against Hernandez. That's 7-1. This is essentially another coin flip one.
Yeah.
Altamirano is good at significant strikes and takedowns. So on paper, he looks like he should be the better one. And then Hernandez is the guy he's going against at 7-1. He's the slight favorite, but this is essentially a coin toss. I feel like I'd probably pick Altamirano between these two guys, but
so I like Nunez.
Nunez is good. Nunez is good. The Brahamaj. Was Kim even on the slate? Is that person even on this? I don't remember seeing them when we were going through the matchups.
Yeah, you went through this one.
Oh, that's the chick. Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
I feel like she's gonna lose though. I like the other girl better.
This one's tough, man. I mean, my fucking thought is to take this guy, even though
he's heavy underdog.
Heavy, yeah. We've taken some underdogs that just like this guy's had look at the past.
I think I'll probably play both girls, but I'll play the catcher Rivera, and then I'll play Nunez, and then I'll play who's the other guy that I like down here, Brahavich or whatever. I'll play him, and I think I'm gonna play that Altamirano too. That's the dude that's the submissive, and then going against the submissive guy.
Yeah, but the only thing I don't like about submissions is usually they don't pay off. Especially if you got a first round submission, it's just like,
yeah. This is an interesting one because some of these fights are going to go the distance. I kind of like this McKinney guy too, but I don't really know too much.
You got 110 points for winning the first round. But
I'm building a lineup real quick on my phone.
Where does it show? Like, I want to know the submit because they show the submission like because submissions are less than TKOs.
Yeah, because it means they gave up instead of getting knocked out.
Yeah, it's like knockdowns are worth a lot more than takedowns. Like that's why I don't want a submissive guy. Guys that have to go for the knockdowns. I want somebody that's a striker. That's what wins you money.
I think I'm going to play Nunez in the captain though.
Oh.
At least in my initial.
He wants me to show the zoo graph.
Who else do I want to play? I want to play McKinney. Brahamovich.
Yeah, see, like, look at this. Like, 86 strikes. Like, he even got takedowns, too. Like,
yeah.
Third round win, and then TKO by TKO.
So I'm going with Nunez, Catarero, McKinney, whoever the heck else there was, Brahavich and Altamirano. Well, that's what I'm putting in now. I'm going to send this to Nate, and then he can tell me how bad it is.
You put Nunez the champion?
Yeah, I think she's going to kick her other girl's ass.
I might do what David's saying right here.
What's David saying?
So who? 2.35 multiplier. He's playing against Bahamadaz.
So who?
Bahamadaz.
No.
Who's supposed to win this fight?
Hold on, let me go back. I gotta find it. The Bahamadaz guy is minus 210.
Also by.
So here's the thing though, if the Zahu guy wins, he's gonna win by takeout, or he's gonna win by knockout probably.
Guess what happened? The last time we decided to do an upset, I won some money, a lot of money.
Yeah, if he wins, he's gonna win quick by a knockout, pretty much, based on what it looks like at least.
So then I like the Nunez pick.
How is this fantasy thing for? Because it's broken, okay?
Brahamaj, dude, he's just like I don't know.
So here's the thing, though.
What we were just talking about is like, yeah, the other guy he's fighting against is like been submitted a lot. That's why I like the percentage.
Yeah, he's gonna win the fight, so that's for sure.
Nisha.
Apparently, and that's still a dude somehow.
So who's the other guys you got?
Let's see. I put in the other girl, the catcher, CACH. That one I put in because I think she's gonna win that fight. I don't like Kim. I think she got a good chance of beating her. Unless if it goes the distance, she loses. But if it don't go the distance, she gonna win.
Where's Kim? Is Kim like the overdot?
Kim is a slight favorite, but it's like essentially a toss-up. If it goes the distance, Kim's gonna win. If it doesn't go the distance, she's gonna lose.
So she's never lost by knockout, and she's never lost by submission.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's look at the other chick. Where's she at?
CACH. I kind of like the McKinney guy though too.
She's lost twice by submission, and she's never lost by knockout.
Yeah. This gonna be a tough one because that fight could go that fight's probably gonna end up going the distance, and whoever wins is gonna be better.
Okay, John.
That's a real coin flip one right there.
Okay, John Madden. The winner, the team with the most points at the end ends up winning.
I mean, like whichever one wins the fight is the one that you're gonna want, but it's probably gonna go like distance. I can't tell you which one to play because
Ronald. The reason is because there's a lot of stuff.
It's broken.
So, yeah, it's broken. That there's things that are getting fixed, and trust me, you have one of the best people behind it. Me, because I like to complain. I'm the Karen here, and I can say that.
Yeah,
Karen. So I will 100% try to. I have been working very hard to get these things updated and fixed. So don't worry, because I'm just as irritated about it as you. So don't worry, I want to fix too.
So the Heat starters in the night. Well, I guess Alex Burks is starting tonight for the Knicks, and not Kemba Walker for whatever reason. But maybe Alex Burks is gonna do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So I like Kim almost better.
I mean, that one's a real toss up. Like,
no, it is. You're right. It is. I just
like you just look. I don't know. You just look at it like. I don't know. Catcher. The other girls from Brazil. They're feisty. That's my logic.
They're feisty.
Yep.
Probably gonna throw Armin in here.
Who? I like the McKinney guy
this
too.
This is the one that Ronald just told us how to say. Sarukian. I think that's what it was.
I don't know. I like McKinney. That one's a toss-up matchup too, though.
He fights Alvarez.
And who?
Sarukian.
Where the heck's Alvarez at?
He's probably at the bottom.
No, he's at the top.
No, he's at the bottom.
Yeah.
This is the guy that we said that had the crazy and then Ronald said he's ready to lose. That's what he said.
For Alvarez.
Yeah, Alvarez.
I don't know.
His name's El Phenomeno. You know he's gonna be a beast.
Yeah, so that matchup, so Sarukian is minus 220, so he's favored to win. It looks pretty even on paper, but if the Sarukian guy is going to win, he's probably going to win by submission or a knockout, it looks like. If it goes the distance.
That's never happened to Alvarez. It's never happened to him.
He's never been knocked out or submitted?
Never.
Then he's probably going to win. And he's an underdog somehow.
And I want him to be my champion.
What's his multiplier?
Well, in the champion spot, it'll be more than Zahu, 2.4.
Yeah, I mean, like Alvarez, like he's only lost twice too, so they both only lost twice. If it goes the distance, Alvarez is going to win. But...
All right, we're doing it. I'm getting risky. You can't win if you don't, I mean, especially with that. I mean, with what you're saying to me, that's me taking the ticket and put it on the side with more risk. If it's like 49 to 51%, like I'm gonna be like, all right, give me that 49. I'm gonna take it. Even if it's like 45 to 65, like I'm still taking that 45. Especially with somebody who's never been knocked out, never been submitted. Like,
yeah. Well, it's hard because like these guys they've both only lost twice too. So
one guy's obviously older, Alvarez.
Yeah. Alvarez.
I'll take the risk on that.
I don't know. Both those guys look like two guys I'd never want to mess with in my fucking life.
And then I'm going to take the Kim chick. And because I want to see, that's going to be my fight versus your fight.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. One of them has to win, and whoever wins is probably going to be the one that makes the lineup.
Fuck it. That's where we're going. I'm going Alvarez, Nunez, Brahmaj, Zahu, and then Kim. I mean, I also liked
There's a lot of toss-up matchups this week, though.
Sarukian's another one. I mean, it's a 1.1, but I mean, you're going to get, 150 points, which is not a lot.
Who's he going against again?
Alvarez, who I have a champion. So, Sarukian, you're going down, bitch.
That's the one I see. That why ain't that the main fight? Why this other dude?
Well, I mean, yeah, this is where we're rolling with it. This is where we're rolling with, sticking with it. You let me know. You send your guy my lineup too, and he'll tell me this guy's fucking nuts.
I sent him mine, and he's like, "It's solid." I'm like, "Are you just saying that?" I probably send him a whole slate later and just be like, "Give me the top 5."
Yeah, we'll drop some knowledge on Twitter, on the Twitter space.
I mean, like, based on what I see, like, there's only probably 2 that are like guaranteed to win. It's that the guy that's fighting against Green, the main.
And David
fight.
will also drop some lineups for basketball tomorrow night too on Twitter. So then you're not left out, because I know you like playing lineups every night. So we'll get you hooked up, brother.
Yeah, based on what I see, there's like 2 people like pretty much guaranteed to win. That's it. Everything else is kind of toss up. Let's see. 76ers starting lineup: Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. And then the Timberwolves: Patrick Beverly, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Jared Vanderbilt, and Karl Anthony Towns. Malik Beasley is not playing tonight.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why, but it says he's out now. I'll look in a minute after I check the rest of this out.
We're going to have NASCAR. I'm pretty sure that we're going to have NASCAR on Sunday. So, yeah. So what we're going to have to do is get Andrew on. Ronald told me Andrew is the NASCAR dude that was on here the other day.
Yeah.
I've been talking to him, and I think we're going to try to get him on here. He just signed up for SuperDraft, so.
Cool.
Yeah, Ronald, your buddy Andrew's going to be coming through, so I'm going to talk to him tonight and see if he wants to come on the show. But, yeah, it'll be dope, because we can talk a little basketball afterwards, obviously.
Yep. Let's see. So we got that. So let me see why Malik Beasley isn't playing. He is sick. That's why he's not playing. Right. And we just found that out a half hour before the game starts. All of a sudden he's sick now. He's probably been sick all day. Usually, like if they're sick, they're questionable, I
don't think there's 3 lineups for UFC.
No, it's just so the way they're doing it is supposedly the multiple entry one's only on Monday, unless
as far as what we've heard so far,
unless they say otherwise specifically for a day. Rudy Gay is out tonight as well, which he was already doubtful. So yeah,
appreciate you hooking us up, Ronald. It should be nice to have somebody on about NASCAR. I mean, you had a buddy too that told us a little bit of NASCAR too, right?
Nate, my other buddy Nate, he knows NASCAR pretty well.
We should get him on too. Then we have 2 NASCAR guys going at it. It'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we can do this. Yeah,
because I think Andrew is from what did I see? He was from he's from he's big into NASCAR. That's all I know.
Yeah. So yeah, my other Nate, he usually has Sundays off too. So
damn, shy. 11-2-1 only first quarter. Whew. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting the $3 ones. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, so just pay attention. Obviously, so what I like to do is take a little advice from anybody that we have come onto the show, or any of our friends that we know, like your buddy telling us about the UFC stuff, and then anybody else that we have that comes on, talk about hockey and shit like that too. Like, it's nice to have a little bit of side knowledge, and then also look at kind of what they're doing in the pro picks, because then we can go use that to our advantage too. Because obviously, it doesn't always help, but it's nice to just see what the field is going to have, right? Because everyone's going to go off the pro picks.
Yep. Patience.
So,
I'm doing 3 things at once again. So.
Oh, you're good, brother. We're gonna get out of here anyways. So I was gonna see if there's any stuff up for NBA before we got out here for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
We can look real quick.
Yeah, they do. Let's see, Saturday. So
Saturday.
It starts at 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast.
Ooh, it's later.
Yeah, a little bit later.
6 games. Let's see. I'm gonna look through.
Some stuff will get added. Most of the time, like after tonight's stuff, things will get added in here.
Yep. So we got DeJounte Murray 1.05. He looks fine. DeMar DeRozan 1.1. John Morant. Just keep in mind, John Morant hurt his hip last night. So if we get news that he's not good, then probably don't want to play him. Kyrie is able to play tomorrow, so he's at 1.2 in Milwaukee. That looks all right, unless they get blown out by the Bucks. Then let's see who else is there. De'Aaron Fox, if you want to do that at 1.25. He wasn't that good last night, though.
Bounce back, though. Don't always go away from that. Sometimes you got to jump on the train after it happens.
All he's been doing lately is scoring points, though. That's just the hard part. If you want to do Bogdanovich, you could do him tomorrow night at 1.55. He's been playing really well off the bench lately for the Hawks. Seth Curry, obviously, well, the thing is, like, we don't know what the Nets are going to do when Kyrie actually plays, like what they're going to do with Seth Curry and Patty Mills. I guess Patty Mills forgot how to shoot again last night, so that's a thing.
What are the odds? Because I played him. That's what it is. Every time I fucking
tomorrow you ain't gonna play him, and then he's gonna be awesome again. Probably not because Kyrie's playing, but Kobe White only played 19 minutes last night. Let's see what else is here. There's not a lot of like great plays tomorrow.
David, there won't be any free plays for basketball tomorrow night. It's just going to be for UFC.
Yeah, at guard, let's see. So Devin Vassell is at 1.75 once again tomorrow. He'll be fine. Lonnie Walker 1.8. Obviously, we're going to see a little bit of what they do tonight. Bruce Brown, if you want to take that dart throw once again at 1.85, he might not end up starting tomorrow. We'll have to see how that pans out. Then let's see who else is here. Are the Cleveland guys still out tomorrow? Hold on. Let me go back and look. Is Garland playing tomorrow? Garland will not play Saturday. And Karis LeVert's out at least a week, so you can look at Rajon Rondo. You can look at Brandon Goodwin once again if you want to. I probably prefer Rondo. Goodwin just played better off the bench last night. In terms of forwards, we got Giannis. I already talked about DeRozan. We got Jimmy Butler again, Pascal Siakam, Domantas Sabonis, Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma's, I don't know. Then
He's definitely, I don't know, all the time.
Jaren Jackson 1.35. Obviously, if John Morant doesn't play, he looks really, really good. If John Morant doesn't play Tyus Jones too, by the way.
I agree 100% with that.
Let's see. If you want to take that Aaron Gordon shot, you can do it. I don't like it that much lately. Gallinari's been doing all right at 1.7. Denny Advia is 1.75 again.
Portis is just back down this block train again.
Yep.
About Gary Trent.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, Van Fleet's playing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
What? Okay, so here's the thing. Van Fleet was questionable today with his knee injury. Maybe he doesn't play tomorrow on the back-to-back. If he doesn't play tomorrow on the back-to-back, then you can play Gary Trent. But it's just something you have to watch out for, I guess. James Johnson's 2X again. Didn't do much last night, but he got in foul trouble last night too. Who was he going against last night? Jason Tatum, that's why.
Oh, yeah. Denny Advia.
Yeah. I mean, forward, like, there's decent options at forward tomorrow for once because you got Giannis, you got Jimmy Butler, you got Siakam, you got Sabonis. The top guys look pretty good. You got Jaren Jackson. Hope you get the good game out of Jaren Jackson. Obviously, in center, you got Nikola Jokic. If you really want to play Vucevic against the Grizzlies, you can play him, I guess. But he wasn't that good last night. He got a double-double, and that was about it. Jared Allen against the Wizards.
He got his rebounds.
Did he get? What was the prop though? It was 10.5.
10.5. Yeah.
It was 10.5. Let's see. Did he get it?
Iggy, my boy Iggy was betting on him, dude. He's a big bet guy.
No. He only had 10 rebounds last night. He didn't hit it.
Oh, really? I thought he did.
I think it was 10.5. It was the prop.
No, you're right. I thought he hit it. Props last night.
You could look. I don't know if I like Acapurdo against Bam though.
Fuck, you're right. He didn't hit it. I thought he did.
Just play Jokic tomorrow. That's my advice. Do you want to set one real quick? You want to set one? Or like?
Sure. Let's get into it. Let's get to it. All right, what do we want to start? We start center. You want to start center right away? We just throw Jokic in there? Is that what you want to do? Yeah. I mean, that's the easiest thing. All right, we'll start. Then we'll go to guard. Guard.
Yeah, so guard. You're going to guard first?
Ronald's like, I like that chart.
Which chart?
Must have been, who did I pull up? What time is it? Yeah, it must have been real. Fucking who was I pulling up?
Was it Vucevic?
No, I don't think it was Vucevic.
Who did I just say I liked?
It was before that. It was before we went to centers. We were at forwards, and I can't remember who. It was low. Somebody low.
Guard tomorrow is kind of interesting because you got the top guys. You got DeJounte Murray. You can't pay me to play Trae Young. You got DeRozan. So you got Murray, DeRozan.
I'm gonna be Gary Trent. Yeah,
what?
That's who I pulled up.
Ugh. He's due for a bounce back. I don't like guard that much tomorrow. Yeah, you should probably say the name when you say things because by the time we look at it, it might be two players later too. I don't like guard.
DeMar. I mean, if I'm playing DeMar.
Yeah, you can play DeMar. I'd probably play like DeMar. Like, so let's just say we're playing a safe lineup. So we'll play DeJounte Murray, DeMar DeRozan, and whoever the third guard you want to play is.
Who's DeJounte play up against?
The Heat. So he's going against Kyle Lowry, who's 35, 36. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, Kyle Lowry.
He's had a couple of bad games, but this guy has so much upside, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Can't disagree with that. The upside is there. I mean, we could play De'Aaron Fox and just play the bounce back game.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to. Yeah, so if you play him, I just say if you play him, you probably don't play Sabonis then. I don't think you can play those two together.
Well, then I'd rather play Sabonis. We're at forward now. Comply.
Who'd you play at guard? Oh, you're just playing Sabonis?
Yeah. Well, we left it blank. That's fine. We can come back. Build our team first, and then we just fill in.
Let's see. I mean, God, do you want to play Kyrie Irving or not? Like, here's the thing: they could play Kyrie Irving, and they could still get blown out by the Bucks.
The Bucks can blow themselves out too.
They ain't gonna blow themselves out against Brooklyn with just Kyrie. But that's the thing: the Bucks are either get blown out or they do the blowing out. There's like no in between most nights.
To be honest, so safe.
They're in more blowouts than everybody else. Ronald said, "Not Murray." What?
Why not, Ronald? Because of the graph.
Who's John Morant? Oh, they play Bulls. Ugh.
Oh, because the graph is just like going down. I don't think you don't. The upside is just ridiculous. His upside is so good.
Let's see. I don't know.
Miami. They play Miami too.
Yeah. Oh,
that's just show that their opposing rank is just so high. I don't agree with that.
No, man. You can't even pay attention to that. Kyle Lowry didn't even play like for 20 games. First of all. Ain't no way.
Down. Hey, guess what? He's got to have that spike game again, right?
DeJounte Murray is like one of the most consistent guards in fantasy too.
And he's staying consistently down though.
No, he's for the longest time he's getting 48 points. Like that graph looks worse than it actually is because of how consistent he is. You know what I mean?
Like there, look at this right here. This is the consistency we're used to.
So you had 82, 65 and a half, 48, 41.
That's consistency. Look at that. He's just had a couple bad games.
He's one of the most consistent guys for DFS.
Yeah, I agree. Just had a couple bad games.
Could chase the. You want to? Bogdanovich is just like sitting. Bogdanovich has been so good lately. He's been over 40 points the last 5 games, and he's at 1.55 still.
Tyus.
You want to play Bogdanovich?
Bog. Oh, at forward.
No, guard. He's been over 40 points the last 5 games for the Hawks, and he's still at 1.55.
Why does this dude look so big on the court?
He's not.
He's just got a big ass head.
He really doesn't in real life either. That's the weird part. You know what I mean? It's almost like the opposite. It's just the way they put the picture in there.
Yeah, you're right.
Who'd you play at forward? You play Sabonis and Giannis? Is that what it is? Sabonis, Giannis. I mean, you can play Jimmy. You can play Pascal Siakam. You can play Kuzma, I guess. You can play. No. You could play Jaren Jackson, but I don't like him that much against the Bulls.
I love me some Jimmy buckets, but we're playing him. You know, I mean, we gotta we gotta hope that I want that game to be like the Spurs versus Miami. You know, I want that to be a legit good game to where we got 2 guys that are scoring a lot.
Yeah, that's the only problem is the Heat have blown out more teams than anyone else this year. But the Heat always don't play good either. Some games they play really great, and the other games they're just kind of average. It's a trap. I don't know who's the trap, but
he's talking about DeJounte Murray. Oh, all right, Admiral Akbar, get out of here.
Watch him go for like 60 tomorrow now.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah,
so. I'm fucking setting this lineup.
I mean, that's good for tomorrow.
Not a lot of risk. I mean, Bogdanovich is
obviously risk. Tomorrow you're gonna have to look for a lot of injuries though. Just see what all it looks like. Which I'll have a video out tomorrow still for DraftKings FanDuel and the injuries and whatnot. So take a look at that. Can't plug it any much better than that.
Well, I ain't gonna submit this because I'm gonna wait on a different line because I'm not gonna play $1 to win fucking nothing. Sorry.
I mean, you could always submit it and then just go when they have the regular ones up, play it and then just import it and then get rid of that one.
Fine.
This ain't DraftKings.
How is that full already?
I can't just take a picture of it then.
How the hell did that shit fill already, dude? There's nobody playing for tomorrow's games. Who the hell is playing for like $3?
Apparently there is.
What the hell? What? It says it's there. It said it was full, but look. It says upcoming. Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? Let's look. All right, let's just look at our lineups quick before we get out of here. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I like seeing this.
What?
Our $15 lineup being in 3rd place.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you had people that were in the early game, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, obviously. But we want those early games to be good. So right now we've got some good scoring players.
Did you say that's a $15 lineup?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the cheap lineup.
Oh, let me see.
That's the high variance lineup.
I don't know if it is.
Did you throw that in the
Apparently,
15 up?
apparently it just said it. Maybe it did. No, it's only $1 lineup. That's the dollar lineup.
Yeah, because that was the high variance lineup that we built. But that one had a lot of.
I mean, if that hits, that'd be sick.
Hey, I mean, if you get $50 off $1, that's a good deal.
Hell yeah, it is.
I want half of that because I made. I
Don't
built
worry,
that creek.
brother. I'll give you a nice tip.
Because
any free plays for UFC? What? Yeah,
just the regular ones.
The ones that we played in, yeah. For David, if your subscription, tell me. Okay, hopefully you're not getting screwed. Tell me if your subscription go to SuperDraft or go to MySuperDraftPro.com. David, David, go to MySuperDraftPro.com, and that should be like your back office. What you need to do is go on there, and if you actually really need help, you can. If you have me on Facebook, add me on Facebook. Otherwise, we could just call real quick, and I can just show you how to do it. But what you need to do is look and see when your subscription is due, because this is what happened to me last night or 2 nights ago, right midway through the show.
2 nights ago.
So what's been going on lately is, like, this happened to my girl, this happened to another one of my coaches too, is something happened because of is it February, where there's only 29 days, right?
Oh yeah, 28 days.
So that's what screwed. Yep. See, that's what happened. His is tomorrow.
That's what mine did.
All right, come. I'll get you hooked up, dude. I'll make sure that you get some shit for it. I got you. Don't worry. I take care of my people. Come talk to me. Either hit me up on Twitter, or if you have Facebook and you have me on Facebook or something like that, hit me up there. I'm gonna get you some tickets and stuff. Because that's what happened to me. Like, you're getting screwed out over because there's something that happened in their system to where when they made changeovers, like it's messing some things up. So come holler at me. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. Or you can go talk to Huss. He'll get you hooked up. But since he's your coach, I mean, if you want to go talk to him, he'll get you hooked up. But because I don't want to step on any toes that way. But yeah, if you need help, I'll help you. You know I will.
Yep. Yeah. It's a common problem that people have been having. So
yeah, it's just something in their system that I don't know. We've been mentioning it because obviously it's happening too often to where it's gonna make some effects. But yeah, like I said, come holler at me if you really need help. I'll help you. You know I will. Anyways, let's get out of here.
Hold on.
It's been a long show already, almost 2 hours. Woo! Yep. What a marathon, you guys.
We talked about everything.
We're here for you. Here for you.
For anybody that cares, Marquise Chris has been ruled out tonight. He was doubtful anyways for the Mavericks, and wasn't anybody you want to play anyways.
There you go. So, brother, let me get this off the screen real quick. Tell them where to find you at.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at Coach Craig Sport. You can find me on YouTube at Coach Craig Sports. We will catch you on Sunday because tomorrow will be a day off. And find me on patreon.com/Coach Craig Sports as well. That's when a lot of the NFL draft prospect stuff's going to be coming up too on there for prospect profiles, stuff like that. Going to be doing a lot of that this next week or so. Then obviously the Stacks app, Coach Craig Sports on there as well. Obviously, if you haven't already, and if you're a betting person, you haven't already, obviously check out the bet angles.
So I'm going to be, tomorrow I'm actually going to be on a show with Bet Angles with Jim. So we're going to be doing a show. I'm going to be trying to get him on. So if you don't mind, I'll post it to your channel too if you want. I mean, then it's on your channel because, I mean, this is our shit. So then it'll be on your channel too. So just be on the lookout. We're going to do a Bet Angles show. I was talking to Jim today, and he said he wanted to get in and start doing some shows for daily shows for bets. So it's all going to be through, you remember, we were talking about our new sponsor, Bet Angles. So you can use, if you look in the description, you can use my code, or you can use Craig's code, and then basically you get a free 3 days to use the website and check it out and make some bets. Basically, you just use their website, and then you can find out, where's the best place to make bets if you're going to be betting. I know that you can't, David, because of where you're at, but all I'm saying is this is a really good opportunity to get out there and make some bets and win some money by using a site for free for 3 days. That's it's gonna be building, and it's gonna be bigger than it is. When we were walking through this, like I was like grinning ear to ear because I was like, this shit could be massive. How good this site could be. So get in there, take advantage of it. If you need anything from either one of us, you know where to find us. Obviously Craig's been telling you where to find you. I'm JC Money Design. You can find me anywhere at JC Money Design. So come holler at me. If you need anything, we're here for y'all. Build this community. Let's make it good. Let's make some money together. And hey, it's the weekend. Smile, be happy. Life is too damn good. Life is too damn short to be angry. So let's make that money together. Let's be a family together. Let's be happy together. Peace out. Appreciate y'all. And until next time, be easy. Peace.
Pushing forward, coast to coast, state to state, city to city, Floyd Dilly like the late great Biggie. Baby.
Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams.